So, it's good to meet you guys. So we got here, we got Javi, we got, you're Matt,
yeah.
You're Wes.
Dalton.
Come in. I thought I'd remember it. Anyways, sorry.
It's good content, man.
Good content. Anyways, look, so old Hank back here, he introduced me to you guys because I'm like a huge psych rock fan, you know, and I've just recently started listening to like some of the like neo psych stuff, like King Gizzard and all that stuff. So, so I heard you guys, and I heard the album that you just put out, and I was like, man, this is killer. So I know you guys had some great influences. You had to.
Yeah.
So what are some of the influences, just right off, that you have, that some like old school psych rock, prog rock type stuff?
I think on the new one we have a lot of like electric light orchestra influence. I don't know if people consider him psychedelic, but he's very cosmic.
Oh yeah,
Lots of like spacey type sounds.
Yeah, man. No, I hear that.
I thought you would say Pink Floyd. I feel like is like I mean, I don't know if we directly try to take from them, but I think he's like really into like the first few records.
What's your favorite Floyd album?
I mean, I used to love Piper at the Gates of Dawn. And then I like had like an awakening where I began to appreciate Dark Side of the Moon for what it is. But I think Echoes is still my favorite Pink Floyd song.
No, I hear you for sure. So do you guys collect records at all? Any of you guys?
Yeah. Me and my girlfriend have a solid collection at this point.
I'm a digital guy.
That's
unfortunately.
Fine. No, that's fine.
I would like to be a record collector. Well, just never actually got the player. So.
But you guys are on the road all the time, and I'm sure it's hard to keep them. I took a road trip a few months ago. It's hard to keep them intact. You know?
It is. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. So that's totally cool. How would you describe, if no one had ever heard any of your albums, how would you describe your music to somebody?
Did we have a thing one time?
Like heavy psych pop?
Yeah, like heavy pop, like heavy psych pop. It's like beginning to become more like of a progressive influence.
Yeah.
As we get older.
I think I was gonna say, I think it's we're very like obviously like put into the psych category. I'd say first and foremost, people are like, okay, psych.
Yeah.
And then there are pop sensibilities there. And then it's also like it gets heavy too, like you know, really rocky.
The Black Sabbath influence.
Oh man. Yeah, I can hear the Black Sabbath influence. So like, what modern groups are you guys into?
Pond.
Pond is possibly the number one right now.
So it's what now?
Pond.
Yeah.
Some of the same guys who were in the backing band for Tim and Paula.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
They have like so many records out. They've been making music since like 2007 or something like that. But, you know, they have like specific albums that, you know, one is kind of like 60s style, one is like straight up heavy riff rock. And now they're kind of going into this like space age kind of, I don't want like glam almost, kind of glam space rock, and it's just so good.
That sounds awesome.
I bet you.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
I feel like anyone that likes our band has to also like Pond because we share a lot of like influences.
Right. Cool. So what records can you put on, like if you're going to put something on in a van and you're riding, what's like a pleaser for everybody that you guys all like?
Continuum?
John Mayer's Continuum.
No, man, dude. No.
He's a shredder.
No shame.
No shame. That's more, we've just been having fun lately. But,
it's underrated,
it's like
man.
Fun.
There is actually some underlying psychedelic tones to some of his music. Not all.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, he totally just adopted Jerry Garcia's style and just like freaking kills it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, and you did that with like Jimi Hendrix too, like back in the day.
Uh-huh.
The World Is Love cover, which is on Continuum, I think.
Yeah.
And he like repurposed that in an interesting way that was pretty, you know, appealing to a more widespread, or like a bigger audience. Like there's like obvious Stevie Ray Vaughan influences going on there. So like he wears his influences on his sleeve in a cool way. I think people are coming around with John Mayer just like people are coming around to the Dead, just like people are always like coming around to things that people have always thought are uncool.
Easy to hate on, yeah.
Well, I mean, like you said, Dark Side of the Moon. You know, that's so cliche. Like everyone loves
There's a shirt and a Target.
Yeah, I know.
A shirt and
But
Walmart.
like when you haven't heard it for a couple of years and you come back to it, you're like,
it's amazing.
incredible.
It's very
I'm trying to think of what,
Yeah.
like when you put something on, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Put on like Ty Segall recently, and I'm like, dude, yeah, I haven't listened to him in a while. That's always amazing to listen to.
There's a Off the Wall, the Michael Jackson album.
Oh.
I remember one time playing that, and we were like, we just played a couple songs from it, and we were just like, we should just listen to this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
It kind of go like off the beaten path sometimes, or maybe it's right on the beaten path. It's like pop and
Yeah.
right on the beaten path.
Yeah, no.
That's
awesome.
Like pop music that you're like, why haven't we listened to this? And then we just put it on, and it's great.
For sure.
Yeah. All over the place. But yeah, Pond is a good example of a contemporary band.
So, since there's only three of you, I can ask you this question individually. What's the first album you bought with your own money? Like when you're out, whatever. You know, no, I can tell you mine's worse than all y'all. So don't worry about it.
Oh man,
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. Can you remember?
Yeah, I rode my bike like a mile and a half to Kmart with my older brother, and I bought, I don't even remember, I think the album is called like Repercussions or something by this rapper BG, Baby Gangsta.
Okay.
That was like the first, that was the first time, I think I was really just trying to like impress my brother.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
like do something that like our parents didn't know about, so I just went and bought this like really hard.
Oh, dude. See, for me, I'll jump in there. My sister's boyfriend was really, he was like 5 years older than me. He was really into Nelly, you know, Cheek Band-Aid Nelly.
Yeah.
And so
that's not Nelly, is it? No, it's not. Never mind.
well, okay, but I went and bought Nelly, Nellyville, and my parents did not like it. So, anyways, what was yours?
Mine was, it's kind of foggy, but I'm pretty sure it was Take Your Pants Off and Jacket by Blink-182. I was pretty into like pop punk when I was like 10 years old. It was like Blink-182 and Green Day. So the album like Dookie by Green Day. And then Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
See, when that came out, I didn't understand the reference. Like, what? I didn't understand the euphemism, and my mom was like, what?
Yeah, neither did I. It took me like maybe like a decade to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
Oh. Do you know Uncle Cracker?
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
That album. I heard that song like, it was like when, I don't know if it was like MTV or some TV station, like they would like preview like songs of the day kind of thing. So you just get your music from a TV show.
Yeah.
And then I heard it and I was like, I love that. And I previewed it with my mom to make sure that there were no, like, it wasn't too dirty. She's like, all right, you can get it, because it was like parental advisory. So she let me buy it, for like $9 or something.
Yeah.
So, like, are you guys always trying to discover new music, like looking, like, how do you do that? Do you do it with Spotify, or you go to record stores and just look at, you know, how do you do it?
It used to be YouTube for me, but now it's Spotify.
Yeah.
I feel like we dug deep, or we used to dig really deep and find stuff that was like from the 70s, something like that.
Yeah.
But eventually I feel like we just kind of reached the breaking point where we like found most of the stuff that was easy to find that we did like.
Yeah.
So now we kind of dive into like contemporary pop music and stuff like that. A lot of like R&B and like trap kind of stuff.
I hear you.
Spotify.
Cool. Are there any albums that, like, when you hear it, you just want to pick up a guitar and play? Like, they just really inspire you?
Sheer Heart Attack by Queen. I just want to play like Brian May. And he's like the records after that. I think he like contains himself a little more, and he's like making it more refined. It's still shreddy, but it's more like composed. But on Sheer Heart Attack, there's a lot of songs where he's just like ripping. There are points where everything else just drops out, and it's just the guitar shredding. Doing a solo, that's so good. And it makes me want to like start doing hand exercises.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of Black Sabbath makes me want to like a lot of Tony Iommi riffs. It's like I gotta know how to play that.
Yeah, because that's like fairly. I mean, he's a great guitar player when he plays leads. It's like amazing, but it's like there's a lot of riffs you can kind of try and learn, you know, pick out and figure out. I always want to like figure out Metallica riffs and like kind of more like thrashy riffs, but never get around.
Have you guys heard of the band Jerusalem?
Jerusalem?
It's just like Black Sabbath, but I mean, could be better. I don't know, but a little more psychedelic. 1972. It's called Jerusalem. You guys,
subtitled, right?
Yeah, it's killer.
I've heard that one.
That's killer. And there's another one there's an album called Gun by the artist Gun. That one is freaking killer. Like that's the same thing. So good. But anyways, like what records? I guess this is kind of the same question as what you play in the van, but what have you been listening to like lately that's has just been like awesome? Like you love listening to right now. You get on your iPod or that's old school, but your phone or whatever, you're listening to something right now. What's it gonna be?
What's our go-to outside of Travis Scott?
Travis Scott. Man, I feel like it's like it gets switched up so much.
Oh yeah.
Or Charlie Puth's like.
We're going back to the pop.
Yeah.
We're like going to like mainstream because we're curious.
Yeah.
Pond also, like Pond has.
Pond's a mainstay.
I got it.
It's
those new singles come up a lot. I don't know. I mean, you're talking about newer records? Anything? Oh man.
I got a few guys.
I feel like I personally always like put like Sunlight by Herbie Hancock. I'm always doing that. It's like heavy on the vocoder. Like
Sunset Roller Coaster.
Sunset Roller Coaster. By Gingy. By
Taipei. Taiwan. Taiwanese band called Sunset Roller Coaster.
Okay.
Very cool.
I'll check that out.
Hiromi Hosono.
Kevin Crowder.
Yeah. Can't keep falling in love. That song off of the toss-up.
Have you ever heard of Flower Traveling Band?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like okay. Satori.
Satori is one
that's
of my
Satori Part 3 or whatever.
I just found an original Japanese pressing, like first pressing on vinyl, and it's like so excited about it.
They're like the same time as Black Sabbath too. It's like they're
so good.
They're just as like
Are they
groundbreaking.
Japanese?
Yeah,
that's
Japanese.
The riffs, the like lead guitar tone is insane.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, that's the stuff like a lot of people don't listen to. A lot of people don't know what it is anymore, you know.
Do you listen to Camel, the band?
Oh,
Camel?
yeah.
I don't know
Moon
Madness.
Yeah.
Put that on quite a bit after learning about it last year.
Yeah, man. I was in August. I was driving through New Mexico, and I was driving through Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh yeah, we're all in
And I was like, I gotta listen to New Madness, and I just put it on. Like,
King Crimson too. There's they don't have their like actual albums aren't on Spotify, but they have like a live album that they did with the 3 drummers.
Is that what we just put on?
Yeah, put it on the fan.
What's it called? Do you remember?
It's
Red.
No, Red is an album, but it's like Radical Action to Unseat the like Monkey King something. It's a really crazy long.
Typical King
But
Crimson.
it has everything on it. It's got like 21st century Schizoid Man, Court of the Crimson King, but then it has all the other stuff. It's got Red on it. It's really good too. It's recorded really well. It's a different vocalist, and I kind of like. He's got a little more of like a 2000s metal style singing.
Yeah. More like new metal.
Yeah, I mean, King Crimson, the way it goes for me is like the early stuff, like even, I don't know if you've heard Cheerful Insanity of Gals, and Fripp, or that's like their first, anything they ever did. That was before King Crimson. And then they did one called McDonald and Giles. That one's killer.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Have you heard Gentle Giant?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are you're on the right path. You guys are going to be okay. So yeah, this is, man, that's the love. So you guys are more, you like prog stuff probably more than psych.
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, like when it comes to, I mean, I don't know, it doesn't really matter the like the specific genre. I just feel like sometimes if it's like contained within just psychedelic music, it can get like, I don't want to say stale, but like progressive music is just that. It's progressive, so it's like
there's
you kind of get some things thrown your way that you wouldn't in like them just straight up psych.
Yeah.
There's like bands that did the psych thing the best.
Yeah.
And it's like it can't really get like for like Sgt. Pepper's or something like that for like psych pop. It's like I don't feel like there's that many other records that quite achieve the same thing, the same kind of production value over the time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But with prog music, it's like you listen for 4 minutes and you get to this one part that's like amazing that no one else has ever achieved anything like that. That kind of thing where it's like the surprise of like this one part in this long song that it's
like what's it called? Spirit of the Radio by Rush. There's like a weird like reggae part at the end that just comes out of nowhere, and it's like, like that sort of thing is like those curveballs.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Well, the first time I heard King Crimson and the Court of Crimson King, that part that it goes, man, that part I was like, oh.
Yeah, they have that. They get that live. It's on that Radical Action compilation.
The 3-drummer, dude, it's like out of control.
How do they do that? You know,
it's just unbelievable.
It's mixed so well too.
Yeah, they have to have like some sort of, I don't know, maybe not. I mean, they have like some sort of track or like click or something. Like they're so on.
Yeah, I think they're just advanced.
They're just so good.
It's like advanced musical.
They're on like some sort of wavelength. That's awesome. So let's see. So I know you've got the newest album on vinyl, right? And you've got, is there any plans to put anything of your earlier stuff on vinyl?
There are plans, they never followed through. We've had a tough time like figuring out the logistics behind it to get it. We tried to release it for this tour, but we just like, I guess
sort of
there was like a holiday break, so like the plants were shut down for like 2 weeks, so then we were trying to find alternatives and it didn't really work out.
I think we'll eventually get like water activities.
Yeah.
You get gigs like you sell a lot of vinyl on tour, or?
I don't. This is the first time we've ever sold vinyl, so we do sell vinyl at like every show, but I don't know like if other people sell more or if we sell less. Or,
yeah, I'll be sure to get one for sure. But Hank over here was telling me about. He told me about your band a while back, and I was looking. I was like, listening to it. And I was like, man, I got to see these guys live. And I went on there and I saw a video, and I was like, wait a second, that's Steve from Stranger Things in their band. Couldn't believe it. I was like, man, that's unbelievable. So he's on. Joe Carey's on. He plays on your records, right?
Yeah, he's on
the one that we put out last year.
So
and on.
You knew him before Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all roommates.
That's so funny. When it came out, were you like, what is this?
Well, we knew that he like booked the role.
Yeah.
I don't think he or anyone on the planet realized that the show would be that big.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Definitely knew that he was going to be like a working actor, and that's kind of like just accommodated accordingly for the time, at that time, and it just blew up. So it became like his actual job. Here we are.
He was kind of out there before. Like, he had done stuff where it was like all of our other friends who were actors, like he was doing things more regularly. Like he was on like a Nintendo thing before, like movies in the movie theater. Like he had been in stuff, so it was always that side of him. But like for him to get a role to where he's just on a whole different level.
Oh yeah, that's so funny. I can't imagine like one day no one knows who you are, and then Stranger Things happens, and I'm sure like everybody's stopping him on the streets and stuff. But yeah, that's really funny. So like I guess when he's in town, he hooks up with you guys and jams out a little bit. And he started on, I think I heard he started on drums or something.
Yeah, he started out on drums.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
For the record, he was guitar, sang on the tracks.
That's funny, man. Yeah. So do people show up and like expect him to be here at your shows and stuff?
In the past, I feel like by now it's we've gone through enough like touring as a 5-piece, and just like constantly making it clear that he's not going to be there, or attempting to make it clear.
That's cool.
That I haven't heard anyone say it, in a while. But back when we first started touring, it would be like, a regular thing.
Where's Steve?
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, you guys are awesome, and you guys. No, really, I love the influence of Sight, because I feel like from like 67 to 70, mid 70s, like people were doing a great Sight, and then it just kind of fell off, and then now there's like a whole new generation doing it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you guys are killing it, really doing a good job. So, I encourage you to keep it up.
Yeah,
we shall.
We
shall, and we will.
So
we shall and we will.
What advice do you guys have for bands that are just like hitting it, trying to make something work, just working really hard and not getting anywhere?
Pretty much just keep hitting.
Just keep trying to do stuff too. Don't it's never gonna be enough to just like play the same venue twice a month or something in your city.
Yeah.
Even when we were still in Chicago, it was like we would have to play with like new bands we never played before. Just try to get in front of as many people as possible, because eventually there's gonna be somebody who reaches out and has some kind of resources to help you get where you're going. If like it's meant to be.
Just the constant, keep attempting to play and write, and what he said, it's like eventually if you play as many venues in your own town as you can in front of as many people as you sought to play for, something's gonna happen where it'd be like, oh wait, we just got like this gig in like Greenville, South Carolina, we should go play there,
That's awesome, because I think everybody wants to be like instantly famous, and they like see somebody that's famous and like, or not famous, but like doing well, getting paid to do some sort of art, and they're like, how do I do that? Tell me what to do. Give me the secret. And it's hard work,
Yeah, it's also really luck. It's a great amount of luck.
We got a tremendous stroke of luck, and through that we even still had to grind a whole lot to get to the point where we are now.
Yeah.
Not everyone gets as lucky in certain ways. They might be lucky in other ways. So, you pretty much just have to keep playing and learning.
So, what's your writing process like? I know you guys everybody writes, right? That's awesome. So, I saw some videos of you guys riding in the van, like you playing some stuff, on keys or whatever. Do you guys do it together, or you just kind of like one guy brings something to everybody else and is like, help me finish this, like, tell me,
It's like a little bit of both. I feel like I always got some
I haven't talked in a second. Talk. It's like, anywhere from that to it being a more collaborative jam thing. To 2 people collaborating on something. 3 people collaborating on something. Yeah. Or 1 person could just have a full fleshed out demo.
Yeah.
And then we interpret it as a band, and maybe it's really similar to a demo, or maybe it's really not similar. So it's all over the place.
So, does a lot of it come from you guys just getting together and like having kind of an idea and just like jamming it out, like fleshing it out together?
Yeah, sometimes.
That seems like the funnest way to do it.
That is when it's collaborative and everybody gets to put their own little flavor on it. It's when it's
the most collaborative thing is like when someone's got like a riff, you know what I mean? Or like this like thing, it's like
a nice progression.
Yeah, it's like I can't stop playing this.
Yeah.
And then people just hop on. They hop on the train.
That's a lot of the newer ones are like someone had like a part of a song with like a riff, and someone had this other song. It's like we just kind of adapted the parts, right? There were a lot of riffs that got Frankenstein and other structures. So that's really fun for me. I mean, because I'm not nearly as quick like picking things up, but like for us to be jamming one song and hear someone play a riff that we were working on for another song in that, and then just kind of combining the 2 things to this like crazy blend is really cool.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. I like what is the one song you guys do? The Gelatin. Yeah, dude. That one, the drums on that, like,
that's
so
Wes,
good.
That's like Wes coming in, because that was like one of the first things it's like the first song that we wrote, like Wes was there when we were all jamming in the basement. It's like he added that whole spin to it.
Dude, that is killer. That song like gets you going. That thing's killer, man. So
when he joined the band, he kind of added this element like that, like just instantly made everything just from his playing around more. Because he's very confident.
That's good.
Same with this guy.
Yeah, and same for how he played, adding guitar. They're just like virtuosos.
It's like amazing.
That's awesome. That's what it takes. Is there anything that you guys would like to tell the masses before we cut this rascal off?
Listen to your podcast, Noble Records podcast.
Yeah.
Dylan's a noble man.
Thank you.
And so is Hank.
Hank's a good dude. Hank's over there. He's with Smokestack Records.
And shout out to Sam and Matt. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, the atmosphere here is intense. No, but thank you guys so much, and appreciate you guys taking the time to do this. And I'm gonna grab one of y'all's records and get y'all to throw your John Hancocks on it. So thank y'all so much.
I know,
Thanks,
man.
man.